Lagonda LG45 Tourer 1937. Notable as the first Lagonda design to be overseen by legendary engineer, and recently appointed technical director of LG Motors, Staines, Limited, W.O. Bentley, the LG45 was introduced in late September 1935. Although, sharing the same 10 feet 9 inches wheelbase as its M45 Rapide and M45A predecessors, the newcomer boasted significantly reduced levels of noise, vibration and harshness. A massive ladder frame channel section affair, its chassis featured repositioned cross members, to liberate more rear legroom, softer semi-elliptic road springs, adjustable hydraulic shock absorbers, 2 prefabricated bulkheads and a harmonic stabilizing front bumper. While other refinements included a Smith's jack hull system, the controls of which were normally housed in a side-mounted dummy spare wheel cover, one-shot Tech-Limit lubrication and Girling 4-wheel drum brakes. Powered by a modified version of the redoubtable 4453cc Meadows OHV straight-six engine, which had earned Lagonda victory in that year's Le Mans 24-hour race, the LG45 further benefited from a part-synchro-mesh 4-speed manual gearbox and strong Borg and Beck clutch. Initially available in saloon, tourer, drop-head coupe or bare chassis guises, the model was among the fastest road cars of its generation, with most closed variants being capable of over 90 miles per hour and some open ones reputedly topping 100 miles per hour. Despite a fantastic 1936 season that saw 4 Fox and nickel-prepared works racers distinguish themselves in the French Grand Prix, first in class, Belgian Grand Prix, first in class, Arts Tourist Trophy, second in class, and BRDC 500-mile race, third overall, the LG45 was phased out of production the following year after some 278 had been made, with a mere 25 of those thought to have been factory-bodied tourers. One of the exceptionally rare aforementioned factory-bodied tourers, this particular Lagonda LG45 was first specified in the stunning colorway of silver with a dark blue interior with complementing walnut dash and a blue hood. Registered in London on the 16th of November 1937, this example was registered as ELD 509, which it still wears today. Having had a rather elusive early life, the history of ELD 509 is picked up in October 1954 with Dr. O'Connor in Cornwall. Dr. O'Connor would own the car for just 3 years, before selling it to an F.B. Randalls in Yorkshire in 1957. 1959 saw another change of ownership, a Mr. Ted Townsley of Leeds, before custodianship passed to Brian Dearden Briggs of Derbyshire in 1962. The car then left the shores for Dr. A.E.P. Watson in Ontario, Canada in 1967, where it would remain for 37 years until it was repatriated in 2004 by Andrew Brackenbury, who took on the task of restoring the car to its full glory. For the restoration, ELD 509 was first entrusted to Lagonda, Aston Martin specialist Chris Shinton Engineering, who alongside the rest of the car undertook a comprehensive overhaul of the engine. This included the original blockline board and honed, the crankshaft tree ground, new rods and pistons, new white metal bearings, carburetors and much more. The rest of the car, including wiring, suspension, steering, bodywork and more, were all rebuilt and replaced to the standard you would expect from Shinton's work, and the original G9 gearbox replaced with the superior G10 unit, which was available in period. The body preparation and paint work was undertaken by Nick Croucher of Vintage and Classic Car Restoration, with the coachwork, hood and trim undertaken by Trevor Hurst of Restoration and Coachwork. Overall, labor for the restoration, and some fettling since that time, totals some $110,000. With parts totaling over $21,000, invoices on file total in excess of $132,000, which is evidenced in the condition the vehicle is offered in today. Acquired by the current owner through the Classic Motor Hub in October 2020, ELD 509 was shortly thereafter subject to extensive fettling to make it a usable and drivable car. The seats were lowered to give enough space for the legs under the steering wheel, a footwheel was fitted so that the feet would not obstruct the steering column, the pedals rectified with the correct space and right-hand throttle, The washers in the dashboard replaced with shake-proof washers to prevent rattling and the carbs adjusted. The result, a now usable and beautifully restored motor car to be enjoyed by any collector or enthusiast looking for something truly special, offered with its original engine and in its correct color combination. The vendor notes the jack-hole system is still present in the left dummy wheel housing, but has yet to be recommissioned.